welcome to Red Flag Rodeo. I'm Shar, your rider.
And I'm Christine, your wrangler.
So it's Happy Halloween week.
Yay!
Yes, I know. So we're kind of a little bit behind, but we want to talk about our time in Wisconsin.
Yes. Wrap up the Midwest
a little bit. Mm-hmm. You guys, seriously, I have some horrible dating fatigue going on.
You do.
I do.
You do.
Yeah, I'm kind of ready to take a little breather.
Yeah, but you're not.
Right, I know. I'm just going to have a hell of a time on Halloween.
I think you're not the only one.
No.
From people we talk to, I think they all get it.
Right.
Like, it gets to be exhausting, so we kind of have a plan.
And I think we're dating in the Midwest, so a lot of the same stuff.
People, same situations.
Ghosting, situationships,
same profile
people who aren't really
pics.
Single. Yeah, let's talk about some of the profile pics.
Yeah.
A lot of the similarity to Minnesota.
Well, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's just right
across the road.
Yeah.
So it's lakes, boats.
What was different? Do you think between Minnesota and Wisconsin?
I saw a lot less of ethical non-monogamy.
Well, that's
over
a positive. That's a
I wasn't asked to take team a husband and a wife, so that was good.
Woo-hoo for Wisconsin.
And I did notice on the profile pictures there were a lot that would have throwbacks and blurry pictures, so you couldn't really tell, is this a picture from 5 years ago? Is this yesterday? Were they heavy now? Are they heavy earlier? A lot of, the same stuff, bald, bearded, tatted, and don't get me wrong, those can be very sexy traits. But it was a lot of the same. But there were pictures of, them when they were kids.
Wow.
And you could tell it was a snapshot. It wasn't like their kids.
What's the point of that? You're not wanting to date a 7-year-old or an 8-year-old.
I know. Like, is this what our future kids could look like, kind of thing,
That's a red flag, because if you want to date somebody that looks like you're 8, we got a problem.
Exactly.
Right?
I know, but I'm just saying.
I wonder.
That's so that's kind of the only thing I really noticed in Wisconsin. A lot of the, family oriented, less ethical non-monogamy. I did, however, have a gentleman like me and then comment. They can do that without me liking them back. They can send a comment with their like.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So that's new.
And he was, a heavier set gentleman with a lot of hair and a big scruffy beard. And he said, I'll tell you what, you let me take you out, I'll let you shave my head and my beard.
Oh my gosh, what are you going to do?
I just not going to say anything.
Yeah.
I was like,
that'd be so weird.
I'm like, what incentive do you think, you want a free haircut as well as a date?
I'm not a hairdresser, dude.
No.
Watch out.
Exactly.
But wow, that's interesting.
It was interesting.
It's a way to get you to go out with them.
I know, and again, a lot of the guys, they'll match with you and they don't say anything. Nothing. It's just, she matched with me back, and then it expires.
What's the point?
I don't understand it.
Crazy.
So I have noticed going forward, lesson learned, I'm going to start picking my matches.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm not
That's what I want you to do.
Yeah.
I know. I think it's more of what you're looking for than what they're looking
right.
for.
I think that's what the app was designed for.
I think you're right. So let's see if that makes a difference.
We will.
Awesome.
So I'm going to let Chris kind of dive into our night out.
Okay, we're going to start with our night out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we went to this bar, very cute couple, levels, never been there, liked it, walked in, mostly couples,
She did get a compliment from a woman sitting at the bar though.
I did, but you know what, I love compliments from women more than men, actually, but it's because I just feel like it means more.
It does.
Because they're not trying to pick me
hard
up.
to get.
They're not
hard
trying
to give.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it takes, I don't know, it just makes you secure with yourself, and then you make somebody else feel good about themselves. Anyway, we ordered margarita, as we usually do. That's our drink of choice.
So good.
Yes. We went to see a really good band. It was upstairs. Went upstairs. It was a little slow at that time. We were a little early.
Yeah.
Found a nice place to sit. I really liked it there, actually.
I did too.
I do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind going back.
It was low key.
Yeah, it was low key, but yet once the band started and the night went on, it picked up. It was busy.
Right.
Yeah. I think there were singles. There was a couple of singles. It was a mix.
Yeah, it was.
We sat down. A gentleman came and sat kind of next to me.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I said to him, but anyway, we started up a conversation. Super nice guy. And we were talking about what we're doing, and we shared our podcast and the online parts of dating, and he shared his online dating. He was online dating. He's recently divorced, correct?
Yes.
Started online dating, and it was traumatic for him.
Yes.
He's taking a break.
He's no longer online dating.
See, hence taking a break.
Mm-hmm.
So again, another person we meet takes a break from online dating. This is a gentleman, a man. So, in fact, we've only talked to men about that so far. And then you, who, shares your view. But anyway, he, one of his stories is he met a lady, super sweet, but she was a hoarder. A hoarder.
With like a massive bird.
That's right.
Yes.
With a massive bird. Oh
Yes.
my God, that was right.
I know. You could tell he didn't really want to get into the story.
No, he didn't.
He's just like, I'm done.
And birds, it was a parrot, wasn't it, that lived
something, and it talked, and
yeah, because they live a very long life.
Wasn't very clean. I remember that.
Yeah.
Being part of the conversation.
Yeah. So he kind of stopped seeing her quickly.
Yes.
But yeah, he was just nice. But you have a story that's interesting. So
I do.
you saw a gentleman there that you had seen on an app before.
Yeah, so I was actually up at the bar, and I happened to notice another guy up at the bar, and I'm like, where is he? He's familiar. I've seen this man before. And then he's got very distinct piercing eyes, and I'm like, oh, that's where it was. He kind of racked my brain. I met him on a dating app.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was just one of those ones that we had matched, but we hadn't ever spoken. One of those ones where you match and you just don't talk.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, he ends up leaving. I don't see him. And I probably should have left it at that.
But you didn't know.
I didn't know.
No. So tell us the story. So it's a coincidence.
It is a coincidence.
Like a couple weeks later.
He actually reaches out to me on Facebook Dating and asks if I want to go out. And, he's just kind of chit-chatting. He was away on business. Conversation went really well. And then it quickly turned sexual.
Did he know you saw him?
No, he didn't. No.
Okay.
I thought he had. Like I told you, I'm pretty sure he looked right at me, but he still maintained that he never saw me.
Okay, because I thought maybe that's why you reached out again.
Right. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
So
coincidence.
So can you share? Okay. So what else?
So he was away on business, and he constantly was texting me, and so I started to get a very overwhelming presence from him. We were actually filming our podcast.
Yep.
And I had my phone on Do Not Disturb.
As you do.
And I proceed to get these messages. Good morning. How did you sleep? These are all separate messages. Do you prefer texting or talking? Neither, I guess. Laugh out loud.
So he answered himself.
Would you like to get a drink tonight? I hope you are okay, Shar. Did you find anything out about having to leave to go to Iowa?
Oh.
Have a good night. I hope I didn't do something wrong.
Oh my gosh.
And mind you, these are all within a few hours of each other.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So
it's very alarming that...
It's a little bit alarming.
Right.
It's a red flag, obviously.
It's a red flag. So I got out the phone I looked at my phone and I sent him a text and said, hey, I didn't mean to ignore you, but we were actually using my phone for a little thing called work.
Podcast?
Yeah.
Podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he said, oh, no worries. I just want to make sure that you were okay because you went silent on me. And I'm like, over the course of 4 hours, dude? Come on. So, that was a red flag. And then he proceeds to get sexual. He's in his hotel room, and I get a picture where he is laying on the bed. His pants are down around his ankles.
Are you serious?
And he snaps a shot of his naked ass. Pasty, pale.
With his pants around his ankles.
But he's laying on the bed, so I can only see
Okay, so his butt's up.
Up, yes.
And where is the camera?
It's up. He's holding it up by his head and kind of, trying to take a selfie of his ass in a way. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Because then he says Happy Hump Day.
Of course it's Hump Day. That's why. That makes total sense.
And you know how I was going to say, the day before he started sending me all these texts where he was very impatient, he sends me a text message that says Happy TT.
What's TT?
And I'm like, I sent an emoji of a taco, like Happy Taco Tuesday.
It is Taco Tuesday.
And he's like, no, Happy Titty Tuesday.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we don't want to hear
and
that from a man we don't know.
No, this is second day of talking to him.
Second day of talking. Oh,
so I was already disinterested. I'm just following up with him to be polite because I've been ghosted and I don't like to ghost people. Mm-hmm. But at this juncture, after the ass photo, I was like, okay, I'm ghosting. And then you and I had a conversation, and you're like, Shar, how would you feel? You don't like.
I don't like people that ghost or block.
So I tell him I think I said something like I'm going out of town, something like that. And then he says, hey, can I get some feedback from you?
Okay.
And I'm like, absolutely. You sure can. I don't want to see your ass. I don't want to talk about my tits. You are definitely not getting a naked picture from me because, hello, the angles,
we don't even know.
Lighting.
Do you even know how
I am not going to get out of bed and put a face of makeup on and,
he doesn't care about your face.
50 shots to hopefully get one that I can send. It's too much work. It's not going to happen.
Well, you don't even know the man.
No.
You're going to just send it.
And that's another
thing.
If anybody listens that plans on dating me, you're not getting a nude picture.
No.
That's wifey status. No. It's not going to happen.
Okay, it's just not okay.
Anyway.
Okay, we're not 20.
Exactly.
We're not even 30.
No. So I'm telling him.
Come on, dude.
The constant text messages, there's a lot of stuff that he needs to work on and sit with himself because that's too much for someone to take, right? That's too much to put on someone else's plate. And he says, okay, thank you for the feedback.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I offended you in any way. Okay.
So you thought that's it.
That's it.
Yep.
Nope.
Move on.
Later on that night at like 1 o'clock in the morning, he sends me a text message. Do you like Waylon Jennings?
What?
Well, number one, who doesn't like Waylon Jennings?
Exactly, but seriously, out of the blue.
Out of the blue.
Okay.
And at that point, I'm not going to respond. And then I get another text message the next day that says, hey, I thought there's something here, really. And I reiterate to him, I am not interested. Thank you. And then he said, can we still be friends?
But were we friends to start?
No.
Were we even friends to start?
No. So, that was...
So, what do we call this gentleman?
Moonshine.
Moonshine, how appropriate.
Yes.
Moonshine.
No, I saw his moon and it was...
Not shiny.
I mean, it was because it was white as white can be.
It glowed in the dark.
But...
No one wants to see a man's ass that we don't know unless it's like a Greek god and it's completely tan.
You guys, your penises aren't even that
No,
attractive.
gosh, please, no.
No, I mean, damn. I have seen so many dick pictures that I could probably do a statistical survey at this point.
I found a mushroom in my yard the other day. It looks just like a penis.
I don't see. Yeah, they're everywhere. It's like once you pop, you can't stop. I can't take anymore. So again, another public service announcement. I don't want to see your penis. Mostly they look the same. Circumcised, uncircumcised, hairy, shaved.
Pigs.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the funniest part too, is somebody sends you something and you're like, number one, this is completely uninvited. You have now affected my mood by sending me a picture that I don't want to have.
Do they think like you're going to get like turned on?
Well,
like what? Do they think theirs is special?
No. And I just love it when they take a picture and you're like, okay, I hope you're flaccid because this is really nothing to brag about, dude. And then sometimes I want to take some of the ones that I've gotten and resend them to other people and be like, here's tips and tricks because this one was better than that one, angles.
Lighting.
Yes, the same thing. Like, I'm going to help you with the next woman. So, Yeah, it's an instant turn off for me.
Is.
I don't, if we're at that stage of the relationship, in my situation, we would have already been intimate. I don't need to see your, you know, your bits and your balls. I just don't. So.
Or your ass.
Or your ass. You know, I just.
Or any other parts of you that are supposed to be hidden.
No.
Right?
Right.
Until we get to know each other.
Yes.
Like intimately. Down the road.
Because it's just not that attractive to
No.
look at.
Okay,
So,
wow. Sorry about that
yeah.
one. All right, let's move
on. So that
on.
was moonshine.
Moonshine.
And then
What
we had
else?
talked about last time that I had a phone date with an individual.
That's
Because that's
right.
kind of becoming the thing, so people
Yeah.
don't have to travel.
Yeah.
And it's a good way to,
Yeah.
you know, FaceTime, see what each other's vibes, looks, and things like that are. So I did get a phone date with a gentleman.
Okay, what's it? What do we call
We're
him?
going to call him Juice because
Okay.
he looks like he's been taking steroids for years.
Oh, okay.
And
So you like
he's
that.
good looking. He has
This is
like,
your second.
I know, this is my second. And typically
Muscle
I'm
man.
not a muscle man. I
You're
mean,
not?
Who doesn't like to,
Muscles.
you know,
Yeah.
to enjoy, but
Okay.
that's not really my thing with the
Right.
thick necks and the thick veins. And
Yeah.
this is what he looked like. And he has like a modern day Morgan Wallen
Okay.
black curly mullet.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Okay.
Super good looking.
Okay.
And so the night that I was scheduled to have a phone date with
Mhm.
him, I break out in a rash on my eyes.
Yes, I remember.
Yes.
Yes.
And so I'm like, oh, I can't do anything looking like this.
In hindsight, you probably could have.
In hindsight, I
let's go.
could have. Yes.
Let's go.
So I tell him, hey, you know, I didn't tell him I had a rash. I just said, hey, can we reschedule for tomorrow? Or, you know, what I was hoping it would clear up. Side note, it did. And anyway, so it comes time. We were supposed to have a FaceTime date at 6 o'clock. 6:45, I send him a message and I said, hey, are we still doing this?
Red flag.
A red flag, right?
Yeah.
And I, at this point, like if we would have been sitting down to a restaurant or coffee, I would have gotten up and left. But it's phone date.
Yeah.
Didn't have anything else going on.
Yeah.
Content, you know, all of this stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm going to send him a message. 5 minutes later, I get a FaceTime call.
Do you think if you didn't send him a message, would he have gotten back to you?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yes. Because
Okay.
he didn't respond other than just, you know, within 5 minutes FaceTime
Yeah.
with me.
Okay.
So he gets on the phone and he is like Speedy Gonzalez, giving me whiplash. He does not sit down.
ADHD.
Yes. I mean, in the amount of time that we were on the phone, he was on the counter, on his couch, on the coffee table, standing outside, taking a walk. He had taken his shirt on and off, changing clothes. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't even think and he wasn't paying attention to me. So,
Really?
you know, no.
Like he's doing things around his house while he's chatting.
Yeah.
With his phone in his hand.
Yes.
Okay.
And so he says, oh, I'm sorry, I had a late gym sesh. And I'm
Okay.
like, okay, well, you know, typically people listen to their phones and things like that for
Mhm.
music or whatever. You
Yeah.
can actually ask it to send a text message to say, hey, I'm going to be a little bit late. But, you know, that's neither here nor there, whatever.
Right.
And he just immediately goes into his gym routine, his exes being, you know, still enamored with him, and that he's the greatest boyfriend. And
why doesn't he have a girlfriend?
right. He does all of these things for other people and he gets taken advantage of.
Oh,
and
no,
you know,
really?
he didn't ask me any questions other than what is your gym routine?
And what did you say?
I get on and off the couch, dude. You know, I answer the door for the Amazon man sometimes.
I pick up my package.
And I walk over to
squat.
my girlfriend's house.
I squat.
And
pick up my
if I
package.
am in the mood, we line dance.
Right.
So, you know, and
What do you say to that?
oh, he could help me with that. He could change
Oh,
that.
okay.
But
Awesome.
I must be doing something right because, you know, I look like I'm going to the gym.
Okay.
That was probably the nicest thing he said to me on that whole thing. And then, so I'm kind of laughing internally because I'm just like, this is a joke. This
Right.
is not even,
He's
he
pretty
stopped
much-
even being fun to look or nice to look at because
Mhm.
his personality was just going in a tank. And then he starts giving me his list of demands for his next girlfriend.
Okay.
She will
Is
make
it-
over 6 figures. She will get up with him and be at the gym at 5 or 6 a.m., whatever he said it was. They will meal prep together. Certain foods are off limits.
French
Oh,
fries?
fasting. they have to fast. She has to be into doing between 8 and 12-hour fasting.
So he must have an interview page where she has to answer all those questions.
I would assume.
Oh my goodness.
And I wish he would have let somebody know that, because I would have just not been interested in that job.
Kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm like, no wonder you're single, dude. This is just nuts.
Does he get anyone to do these things?
I can't. Oh no, he's on the phone with me. Somebody from a state away, right? Like,
right.
He's
right.
Yeah. And while he's in the house for the first 20 minutes, he's back and forth between his room, the kitchen, the living room. He's wearing his sunglasses. And mind you, it's getting dark outside, so the natural lighting is really not there. He had a low light in his house, and it was bizarre.
Does he have a pet?
To say the least.
A dog?
I didn't see.
Okay, that tells me everything.
Yes, I didn't see.
It does. He only can take care of himself.
He can only take care of himself.
And love himself.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So, without asking me any questions about anything that it is that I do, my personal life, what I do for fun.
Nothing.
He says, hey, I would really like to see what you got underneath there.
Underneath where?
Like, right. And I'm just like looking at me, and I've just got kind of similar to what I've got on now, just a over shirt and a shirt on underneath.
Mm-hmm.
And then he brings the camera to himself, because he's got his shirt back on, and lifts his shirt up and, runs the camera down
the hell?
all
Seriously?
the way so I can see his happy trail. And he's like, if you want to see more, I need to see more.
And did you say, I don't really care to see more?
I just said, hey, listen, the reason I had to cancel yesterday is because I have a rash all over my body. And you don't want to see that, Nobody wants to see that.
It burns your eyes if you look at it.
And I'm like, it could be contagious. We don't even know at this point. And for the first time in 60 minutes, he stops and is like, oh, okay. Well, I don't really, you could tell he was looking at me to see where is the rash, right?
Really?
Yes. And then, so he kind of stutters, and he's like, what? Did you go to the doctor for that? I'm like, not even the doctor knows what's wrong, dude. And so again, there was a good 10, 15 seconds of awkward silence. And I'm trying not to smile and laugh.
Right.
So, because I'm half serious, And
what do you mean half serious?
Well, like, I did have the rash on my face, but I had to lie to this gentleman and say it was all over my body, because I'm so sick and tired of being asked for nudes.
No kidding.
I wanted to throw my phone. I wanted to just pull a Karen and be like, listen here, dude.
Juice.
One more guy
ask me for a fucking pic.
Yeah, I know. You should watch my video of the pumpkin being hit with a baseball bat, because that's how I feel inside.
Yeah, you do.
And
I've seen it.
So he said, well, if you're ever in the area,
oh yeah, okay.
you should hit me up, and we'll get together. I'm like, well, all right, sir, you have a nice night. And he's like, yeah, we'll talk soon. I will never hear from that guy ever again.
Do you care?
No.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yes. So that was my dating, in quotation, experience in Wisconsin.
So that brought the conversation to an end. But that reminds me, so I have a neighbor across the street. When he found out we were doing this, he shared a little bit. I'll just quickly do it. He had been on a dating app for 15 years.
Oh my God.
15 years. And it's only been like the last 3 to 4 years that he actually found his girlfriend. And it was on a dating app. And he goes, I must have spent $20,000.
Oh my
what?
God.
And it's like on dinners and dates over the years. And he's like, why do I have to date? Or why do I have to pay on the date? And I'm like, I don't know. Who's supposed to pay on the date? Like, that's a good question. I feel that the man should pay the first time on a date.
Agreed.
I know the etiquette is that, or if you both decide to go on a date, maybe you split. But I don't know.
I mean, I know there's new age women here that don't mind asking a man out on a date and paying.
In fact, go ahead.
I was just going to say, and when I...
What do you think? What do you want?
Oh, I want
the first time for sure.
Absolutely.
Right. And so we're
old
about,
school.
We're 40 and up. That's just our way.
Yes.
But he did say the woman he is now dating, they actually went Dutch. Like, he had to look back in receipts because she said, we went Dutch. And he's like, no way. They actually went back in his receipts and found they did split the bill. But before he met her,
Okay, let's talk about this guy for a minute. The receipts, red flags, women to pay. I mean, I'm sorry, but okay.
I agree. But he's a nice guy. But anyway, also he shared that he would resort to breakfast dates.
Yeah, I can see that
because breakfast dates are shorter and cheaper.
Yeah,
he got so to the point where he's like, I'm not spending this money on people, and so he would resort to breakfast dates. And also another thing he shared is one time he went to go have breakfast with this lady, and it was pretty dead, pretty slow, not many people in there. And he walks in and he's looking and he's looking and he's looking, and he's not seeing this woman that he saw on the dating app. And all of a sudden she's like, hello, I'm over here. And he's like, oh, okay. Do not look like the girl I've been chatting with. It's not the same person. Oh my God, I will hurry up and finish this breakfast and get out of here.
Yeah.
So that's his experience. 15 years.
Okay.
15 years it took him.
Well, you know,
I mean, I know there's better stories out there, but
$20,000 in 15 years, though.
When you divide, I guess.
Your
I guess when you think about it,
soulmate or whatever, that's not terrible.
Right.
And maybe he would have had a better success if he moved it to dinner dates. And
I don't know, but could you imagine, like, you go, well, I'm sure he did some. But, go, and it's not his first time that they weren't the same looking person as they were on the app.
Right.
So again, I think you
That's
FaceTime.
Why I love the idea of
I know. I think you FaceTime before
Yeah.
you go on a date. Public service announcement for those out there. I think that's a good idea.
I agree.
Like, have a FaceTime chat before you actually go out. So you see you're really seeing the person that and not being what they call catfishing.
Right. And you know that show Catfish? I never understood why people are like, I've been talking to him for 3 years, but we've never talked on the phone even.
Right.
Come on.
Why not?
How
old is FaceTiming? When did that come into play?
I don't know how
I don't know
FaceTime is,
either.
but I mean, you can always use the webcams.
Oh,
you know, they've had Skyping.
I suppose that's Skyping
back
in the day. That's right.
You know, and there's always, you can pick up a phone and talk. But I mean, they didn't even talk on the phone some of these episodes earlier in the Catfish. They would just text or email even. And they're like, I wonder if this person really exists.
I know.
Well, which is a great segment or segue into my next experience.
Okay.
With
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and you're trying everything to see this person. Okay, go share.
I had talked before on one of the episodes that I didn't know if I had given Minnesota enough of a chance because I had some guy that I had matched with, never had spoken to him, but I had matched with him and he had said, hey, I'm jumping off of here. I met someone, but my buddy is really interested in you. We looked at your profile. Here's his socials, you know, like his Insta, TikTok stuff, and his telephone number. He'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, I remember that. And so, then I got goosebumps. I was excited.
And I wrote back and I'm like, wow, what an awesome wingman.
Yeah.
You know, good for you. Glad you found love. And I love that you're jumping off when you start talking to somebody because that's what should happen, right? And so I look up the guy and I'm like, yeah, he's, you know, we'll call him Cowboy. He's into horses. He's, you know, looks successful. He's got a lot of emotional healing stuff on his platform. And I'm like, you know, why not, Shar? Just
you never know.
Out.
You never know.
So I reach out to him and he says, hey, so glad to hear from you. And how are you doing? You know? So I respond, I don't hear anything. Like for days. Okay.
So that's all he said.
That's all he said. He was apparently so excited to meet me. And now I should preface this with, he does have quite a bit of followers on his socials. Okay. So, you know, it was one of those things where it'd be hard to be scammed. Am I talking to this person? Okay. You know, kind of thing.
Like you think he's legit. This is all legit. Right.
So the next day I am opening up my Snapchat and you know when you enter someone's contact into your phone?
Yep.
And you put them as a contact? Well, then it comes up on Snapchat. Yeah. And then all of your suggested friends.
Yep.
Well, it says new contact suggestion and it's the profile picture of the gentleman that I had matched with originally who had said that it was his buddy that he was giving me the information.
What?
So, yes, I know. What? I don't know.
Okay.
So,
what? How does that, how?
What I have no idea.
Okay.
So I mean it's so bizarre. Anyways, so I'm like, what in the hell? And so the gentleman that I initially matched with, it was his telephone number that I was texting, that I had entered in as Cowboy.
And can I interject here? So is he the one that gave you this number to reach out to his friend Cowboy?
Yes.
They were calling him Cowboy.
Yes.
So he's the one that gave you this number,
Yes.
which is actually on Snap his number.
Correct. Yep. And it's
And
the
so
same profile pic that was on his dating profile. So the number seemed to match and the profile. And it looked like an established Snapchat account.
What can we call him? We'll call him what?
I don't know what we want to call him.
I know what he does for a living.
Right,
Can
sure.
we say that?
Farrier.
Farrier guy.
Yeah.
So we
call
have
him Farrier.
Cowboy guy and Farrier guy.
Yeah.
They're supposedly friends.
Yes.
And he is trying to set up Cowboy guy with you.
Yeah.
But the number he gave you links back to Farrier guy.
Yeah.
At the Who Found Love.
Mm-hmm. So,
okay.
I take a Snapchat of it and I send it to this guy. What the hell? I know. And I'm like, hey, funny story. I open up my Snapchat and your number is registered to Farrier.
Guy.
You know? And
Yeah.
I said, so what's up with this?
Yeah.
And all he does is send me a response. And now this is a couple days later.
Okay.
Weird or odd, I don't have Snapchat.
Oh, man.
I'm like, well, someone is pretending to be you then, or what's going on? I'm like, what is going on? He doesn't respond.
Okay.
I'm like, this is so weird. And because I have a public profile as well out on my socials, and so I'm like, I'm going to reach out to him on TikTok, and where he's got a lot of followers.
Okay.
So
Cowboy guy.
to Cowboy guy.
Okay.
So I reach out to him on TikTok and I say, hey, just curious if it's you that I'm actually talking to. And he's like, no, it's not. I have a lot of fake profiles.
Oh, no.
And he said, you should report it. So I'm like, okay, figured, right? And then he says, so I'm in the middle of
Reporting
giving him,
it?
yeah. And then he says, wait, on what platform? So he must have recognized my picture. Because, you know, we didn't, at this point, not follow each other on TikTok or anything. And I said, well, told him the whole story. I was on Facebook dating. This guy says you were his buddy. And then I sent him screenshots of the Snapchat and then of the interaction. And he's like, oh, that's my buddy. You are talking to me. What? I know. I'm like, what do you mean? But it's registered to him on Snapchat. This number is registered to him on Snapchat.
Registered to who?
It's the Farrier. It's not registered to Cowboy. It's registered to Farrier.
Okay.
So
what? I'm lost.
I'm so lost. So
and I'm here. I mean,
I know. I know.
You're here.
So how am I talking to you when the Snapchat account is to Farrier? You know what I mean?
Did he say the answer
No,
to that?
he didn't.
Okay.
Nothing.
Then what?
And so I'm like, I'm just gonna not touch this with a 10-foot pole because this is just
they're playing with you somehow,
Right.
and it's like, what is the point of this? So
I don't say anything. I don't hear anything. A week later, he sends me a text message that's like, "How are you doing?"
Are you
I'm
mentally ill? Are you split personality guy?
Right.
Wow.
That's
maybe
kind of what
he
we
is.
talked about.
Yeah.
And
I think
I'm
he
like,
could
I'm
be.
good. How are you? Because now I'm just, what is this guy's? You know, what's his game here? What's going on? And that was it. That was the end of the conversation.
That's it.
Nothing else.
Okay. Well.
So 2 days later, he
Okay.
sends me a text message that says, "Who is this?"
What?
I can't make this shit up. I have the receipts.
The receipts.
And I'm like, well, who is this?
Yeah.
And then he says his name, who would be Cowboy.
Okay,
right?
Cowboy guy.
And I'm like, so you're telling me you don't know who you've been talking to on this?
You
thread.
reached out to me.
Right.
And now you don't know who I am.
And he just writes, laugh out loud. I know who I'm talking to. I'm like, yeah, this is Shar. And I made some other sarcastic comment.
Okay.
And then he's like, well, I'm going camping this weekend, so I'll get back to you next week.
Good to know, and thanks for sharing. See ya. What?
And I'm like, And I should interject here. I have asked him for a selfie 3 times.
Yeah. I told
3
you to ask
times.
for a selfie. And what did he do?
All he gives me are the ones that are on his socials,
his photos,
TikTok, his photos. He does not give me like where he's just at work or he's.
So the ones you've already seen.
So the ones I've already seen, they're public. Media. So I'm like, this is a scam. And what I don't understand.
But what's the point of this?
I don't know, because if anybody is listening to this that has run into this, the farrier guy who told me that he was hopping off because of love and gave me his buddy's information is far better looking. I mean, he is. I matched with him originally in the first place. So if you're trying to pretend to be someone else that is semi-famous, to get dates, you don't have to, dude. You are cute, and your profile was cute, and
so. What is the point? Like,
I do not know.
How can they scam you? Because there's nothing to scam.
No, I just don't know what kind
they're
of
playing
game
with. It's a game, but it's like, what is the point of this game?
And so he gets back. I'm not done. So this week he gets back from camping, and he asks me would I like to go out for coffee.
Okay,
I'm like, sure. I want
to
know
see who you are.
Correct. Right? Granted, and I know I'll take all the safety precautions.
I'll go.
Yes, she'd come.
I'll be in the parking lot with binoculars.
I'm so curious at who this would be. And then he says, "What did you do this weekend?" And I'm like, "Oh, I just went and got my Halloween costume with my kids. Nothing else." And he's like, "Oh, what are you going to be?" So I told him I'm not going to spill it on here because I put too much time and energy into this costume. And he's like, "Oh, I'd really like to see it." Oh. And I'm like, "Well, it's not going to be on until Halloween." And he's like, "That's fine. Send me a picture with nothing on."
Here we go again.
And I'm like,
"Men,
son of a bitch."
No kidding.
Not only are you messing with, I don't even know who the hell it is I'm talking to, and you think I'm going to send you a nude.
No freaking way.
And I just stopped replying.
As you should.
Correct. I don't even have the words to say because they would not be nice.
Like normally I would say, obviously huge red flags,
and
obviously we don't even know what they're up to or what the point is. But because it's so bizarre, we're trying to figure it out, but we can't. Because I even had you like, can you look up the farrier guy? Right. Can you find his profile or his face on Facebook or anything? And he's nowhere to be found.
No, he's
so
gone like a fart in the wind.
And like, and so what is their motive? I don't know. Or his motive if it's one person.
But you guys, I don't understand how, because I've talked to a few people who have said, oh, it's the dopamine hit. We've talked to the guys in Iowa and in South Dakota and even some of the ones in Minnesota that say the dating apps are like a dopamine hit for them.
For the men.
Yes.
I believe so. I can get, what I said to you, I said, because like women can go out or whatever or on the apps too, and the guys will say, oh, you're so pretty, you're beautiful. Right. But a woman usually doesn't go up to a guy and say, oh my gosh, you're so handsome, you're gorgeous, you're cute. And so maybe, I get their little hit, I get it, but really? Because a dating app. Like, that's the way they have to get it.
The only hit it makes me want to do is with a baseball.
As we see. Yes. If anybody saw your video.
I am so exhausted from looking at profiles and spending time and hearing, I don't want a pen pal. And then all they do is talk. Nobody wants to ask me out on a date.
No. They do want naked photos, but
they want those naked photos. So, you guys, there's free porn sites. I mean,
really, yeah, there is free porn sites.
Because I just,
I don't know.
It's not going to come from this lady.
Doesn't make any sense. No. So we are not giving up on dating, but we are doing something different this weekend.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, I'm excited. We are going to a Halloween ball because Anoka is the capital city, or what is it?
The Halloween capital
of the world. I mean, we're not talking city, but world.
Yes.
And why is it the capital of the world?
They started their first Halloween parade in 1920.
Woo! And that's why.
But the whole downtown gets into it. It's decorated. They've got so many things going on downtown. There was that new witches ball. They're doing it for the first time.
They're doing it this weekend.
Yes.
On Friday, we're going.
We are going.
I'm excited.
We are gonna do some lives. We're gonna do some pictures.
Yeah.
I don't know who
We're
will
gonna
meet
I
out
want
and
to drink
about.
margaritas,
Yeah.
but there aren't going to be any. I feel good.
Well,
We'll see.
we'll bring our own witch's brew.
Yeah, yeah, woohoo! So we're excited for that, and then
Yes.
we are going to do our next show on our night out for Halloween.
Yes, we are.
So I'm excited.
So
I can't wait.
I hope
That's
a
tomorrow.
lot of cool, fun,
Yay.
awesome things
Yay!
happen that we can report back on.
Yep.
But you know, I just hope you guys stay safe for the Halloween
Mhm.
weekend. Don't be meeting strangers in strange places.
And continue to follow and like us.
Yes.
We hope, and we'll just talk next
We'll
week.
see you next week.
Okay.
All right.
So, I'll do my little prayer for us
Yes.
all, for everyone out there in the dating world. Here's to all the riders holding on tight through this wild ride of love and dating. This one is for you. May your cinch never break, may your horse never stumble, and may you never be thrown. Here's to all the rides, the strong hearts, and the courage to climb back on.
Amen to that.
And we are
Red
Flag Rodeo.